WWE TLC. This pay-per-view is set to have like 12 matches on the card. That's a lot, you know. Um, and I excluded two off of them because I figured at least one of them's gonna get taken off the pre-show. So I'm not gonna talk about all 12 matches. I'm excluding the cruiserweight match because that usually, sadly, is the one who that gets moved to the cruiserweights, regardless if the cruiserweights are entertaining or not. And the mixed match challenge because I mean I hear it's entertaining, but I don't watch it myself. So let's start with Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. If Corbin wins, he becomes permanent general manager of Monday Night Raw in a TLC match. Um, well, Strowman is injured. I don't know what his actual health status is. If I guess if Strowman can't compete, I think Kurt Angle maybe comes out of nowhere and makes it so that Corbin doesn't win and maybe Angle's back to being general manager. I don't know, or maybe Corbin wins straight up. I don't know. I'm gonna go with my scenario of Angle coming out. I don't know if it's a possibility. I mean, Corbin as general manager has been all right. Hasn't been great, but hasn't been terrible either. Next, Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. I don't care for this match, mainly because of Nia Jax. I've grown to being kind of, lukewarm towards Ronda Rousey. I don't really care. But Nia Jax, I don't like her promos. The way she doesn't sound menacing in her promos. Her theme doesn't sound menacing. For someone who's supposed to be this, big, giant of the women's division, she isn't. She's not that monster she's supposed to be. And I mean, you can tell when she's in the ring with Ronda Rousey in one of the matches, and she's like backing off, like she doesn't want to fight. Ronda Rousey's like, isn't that who you're trying to? Like, she was afraid. It didn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna go with Ronda Rousey to retain the Raw Women's Championship. Next, we have Elias versus Bobby Lashley in a ladder match with the guitar being the thing that's on the line. I have Elias winning. This whole Bobby Roode, he wants to show you his glutes thing. I don't know. But I have Elias winning. Next, we have The Bar versus The New Day versus The Usos in a triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown tag team titles. Um, have we not seen this? Or at least, like, they have. I don't know how many tag teams they have over at SmackDown, but it's like, it's only these three teams that are ever in any of the title matches that are ever in any of the and really any tag team matches on SmackDown. It's like, don't they have other tag teams? I mean, because these guys put up good matches, but I mean, we've seen it before, a lot. I have the Bar retaining, but at times WWE likes to play hot potato with the tag team titles. Um, and so maybe the New Day or the Usos will get it. I don't think so. I think the Bar retains. Next, we have Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton in a chairs match. What is this, 2008, 2009? I'm gonna go with Rey Mysterio to win. You know, in one of his first, pay-per-views back as a wrestler in WWE. Um, this whole Orton taking down all the, basically just having feuds from, back in 2008, back in 2009. That's basically everyone's Randy Orton's gone after, really. Anyway, Rey Mysterio's winning. Next, we have Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match. I like what they've done with Ruby Riott in this feud. Just just killing all in Natalya's spirit. Destroying the Jim Neidhart's glasses, and then putting Natalya to the table. I think Ruby Riott wins this match. Next, Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. I've liked what they've done with Drew McIntyre. Finn Balor's just there. Drew McIntyre should win. Next, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm surprised this wasn't in like a TLC match or a ladder match or something. Would have rather seen that. I mean, I'm invested. I'm intrigued I'm intrigued in this feud. But I mean, the pay-per-view is called TLC. Why not put it in a TLC match? But nope. I have Dean Ambrose winning the title, mainly because I love what they're doing with Dean right now and this whole, like, I don't know. But I like what they're doing with Dean. Next, we have Becky Lynch versus Asuka versus Charlotte in the first ever women's TLC match. Um, I didn't know that they hadn't had a TLC match yet. I assumed that they did, but they didn't. They haven't. Um, I've heard people say that there's heard different opinions about what could happen. People saying Becky could lose, saying she can retain. I don't know. I think that everybody loves Becky right now, and there's no reason to really take the title off her. Although there's other ways you can go with her character. She doesn't really need the title. Um, but I'm going with Becky Lynch to retain it. Um, yeah. Next, we have Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. I like what they've done with Daniel Bryan, getting, this whole new Daniel Bryan thing. Um, Still, well, I won't say I don't understand. I don't, no, I understand why he's done what he's done. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I think Daniel Bryan beats AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Once another match that I'm surprised there isn't some sort of like a stipulation to it. But it is what it is. I have Daniel Bryan retaining the WWE Championship, and this are my WWE TLC predictions.